Very good evening, and I'm so glad to see so many of you today. And I'm really looking forward to sharing a little bit of Gyan. That's all. That's what we all are here for, and we have been joining this amazing initiative by L&D Global, specifically here for the Bangalore chapter. And I think no better way than to delve right in. So I'll just very quickly, let's just talk a little bit about the topic today and why we have initiated this webinar on this particular topic. So 5 ways to create interactive virtual trainings. Why 5 ways? Because that's all we can fit inside of 1 hour. And why interactive virtual trainings? So in the past 1.5 months, without going too deeply into the details of it, it has been a very trying time for all of us, be it L&D professionals, be it manufacturing professionals, be it workers, be it people who work with their hands, homemakers, everyone. And specific to the L&D industry, we have seen this, I won't say evolution, this transition to a kind of blended learning that we can call virtual instructor-led trainings, or VILT. So VILTs have been around, obviously, they have been around for quite a long time. We have seen the evolution and maturation of e-learning. We have seen that ILT has a very specific role to play in training and development. And yet here we are. And we see that there is a definite need for virtual instructor-led training, where you have some content that is e-learning. It could be something as simple as a PPT.
Ankita, I'm so sorry to disturb you, but you're not very audible to everybody. So if you could just be a little louder. People have been saying that, they're not able to hear you. It could be a problem on their side also with the internet, but just check once. Thanks, Ankita.
Okay. Is it better now? Better?
Please give a thumbs up if you can hear. Ankita? Yeah. Okay, it's perfect. Right. Ankita, please go ahead.
Okay, good. Okay, so it's not better, it's best. Thanks, Lata. Okay, so VILT. VILT is here. VILT is in everyone's face now. And I would say that it is here to stay. And we might be in a position to revisit the statement a couple of years down the line. But for now, I think that it is here to stay. And now, okay, this chat is still visible. Now, we have all had our fair share of Zoom sessions. Some might say we are doing at least 3-4 sessions in a day. Yeah, that is true. Some of us might be having quick learning sessions. I don't know why this screen is not transitioning. Just give me 1 second. Okay. So 1 to many every day, where we might have had 1 training in a month. Now we are having at least 3-4 in a day. And some of them are great. Some of them are not so great. Some of them are just trainers speaking out, trainers taking you through the PPTs, and some of them are great. Now, why are they great? Can you can put your comments in the chat. Why do you think there is a difference? And what makes that difference? What is the that change agent because of which an average training goes from average to great? Can I see some answers in the chat room? It's interactive. Radhika says it's interactive. Some of them, Lata is saying it's because of technology. Lipsa is saying, okay, participants connect well with the speaker. Chetan is saying it's a good storytelling handle. It might be, Somali saying it might be the trainer's way of speaking. Right, right, right. So all of you are correct. And what I have done is I have segregated great VILTs, the reasons for having great VILTs into 3. And these could be technology, content, and delivery. Now, for the purpose of this session, we are going to stick to technology and specifically to open source technology tools that we could use in our own sessions, in our own VLTs, and make them from average to great. So let's start, and let's start well. So how can we start well? So now at the beginning of every ILT, generally what do we have? Can I see some answers? What do you normally do at the start of every ILT? Yes, introduction. Yes, hi, hello. Icebreaker. Lata, Urvashi, Smita, icebreakers. Absolutely. Icebreakers, while they are so easy to do in a face-to-face session in ILT, they are not that easy to build, not that easy to implement in a BILT. So what I have done is I have created a small icebreaker over here. And we go and we'll play the small little game, and I'll share you the link. I'll give you the link in the chat window. And okay, give me 1 second. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this link in the chat window, and you can at a later time open it into your browsers and you can use this icebreaker game. It's a takeaway from my side as a thank you for all of you to join for joining in. And what I'm going to do is we'll split the participants into 3 teams. So now tell me how many people know Smita? Raise your hands. Say Smita if you know Smita. Ah, okay. Okay. How many of you know Shilpi? Smita if you know Smita, type Shilpi if you know Shilpi. I know almost no one would know me. So if you don't know anyone, you can say Ankita. If you don't know either of them, you can say Ankita. Oh, okay. Sharmi, you don't know anyone, you can say Ankita. Okay. Now, Smita, I want you to keep a tab of the answers, okay? Do we have a fair partition into 3? Do we have that? Okay. Okay. I think most of them don't know Smita or Shilpi. So
Most of them know you, Ankita.
they don't know me. They are giving the answer, Ankita, if they don't know me. Okay. So what we'll do is instead, I had planned on having a 3-team sessions, equally divided into 3 teams, but now I think we will do this without any teams. Okay. So this is an icebreaker session. These are 25 questions, and I don't think we'll be able to cover all of them, but we might be able to fit 10 questions. Okay, these are 5 segments, and we have Netflix, we have Bangalore, we have Harry Potter, we have movies, and we have Who Said It. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask these questions, and I'm going to allot you points. Okay. Let's see who answers the most. And you have to do one thing, you have to put your answers inside the chat box. Okay, so let's start. Okay, for Netflix, we are starting with Netflix. Can I have some answers in the chat bar, in the chat box? Any answers? Who is the kid, that city where the Stranger Things people are from? No answers? Okay, no one is following Netflix then, I know that. All right, all right. So this question is going to waste then.
There's not an answer.
Sandhya has the right answer. Very nice.
Komal, Sandhya.
Okay, who gave the first answer? Komal gave or Sandhya gave? Komal gave. To me, it looks like it's Komal. Right. Let's go for 300 points and let's go for Bangalore. Okay, so the film industry of Bangalore is known by this name. Answers. Okay, we have an answer. Who gave the first answer? Jyoti, I think it was you. Oh, it was Ranjita. It was Ranjita. Thank you, Ranjita, for the right answer. Let's now do a little bit about Harry Potter. And I'm sure you all are fans. Most of you have to be. Okay, we have a question here. The year the first Harry Potter movie was released. And we have some answers. Let's look, let's wait. Are you guys Googling? Don't Google. Okay. 2001. Komal is, I think, she's way ahead of everyone else.
Mamta, Apita, many of them have given the right answer.
Oh yeah? Who was the first one?
It was Mamta.
Okay. Okay. It looks like it is, in my chat box, it's looking like Komal. It might be at the same time. Oh, it's actually at the same time, almost at the same time. Karthik, Mamta, and Komal, all of you have given the right answer.
Yeah, it's Komal who's given the first answer.
Yeah, it shows 6:13 at for Komal, Mamta, and Karthik. Thanks, guys. You guys are correct. Okay, let's do a little bit about who said it, maybe. Okay, let's see who said this. My mama always said life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. I'm sure you guys have to be fans. I'm a fan. Oh yeah, who's the one? Oh my God, so many people. Tom Hanks said, Chetan is right, Prachla is right, Urmi is right, Mamta is right. Chalk movie, Somali. Which one is the chalk movie? Ah, Urmi I said first. Okay, fine. Urmi, you got it first. Right. That's right, guys. That's right. So how many questions are we down? 1, 2, 3, 4. Just 4. Okay. Let's do for 500. Let's see what we have for 500. Okay, this one is a bit difficult. I don't know if you guys will be able to get it. What movie has the line, "You're gonna need a bigger boat"? Okay. Do we have answers? Titanic. Okay, no, that's not Titanic. You're going to need a bigger boat. You're gonna need, oh my God, Komal, you seem like a fan. Trivia heroine is Komal. Jaws. Many of you have got it right. Chetan is right. Jyoti is right. Hey, what do we have next? Let's do another Bangalore, because I love, I've really fallen in love with Bangalore, and I want to see how many people are in love with Bangalore. Bangalore. Okay, Bangalore is the headquarters of the National Cricket Academy and has this popular cricket stadium. Oh, okay, already answers coming in. Many of you. Akshata, Vijaya, Krantivira? Is it Krantivira? No, it's not Krantivira. Yeah, it's Chinnaswamy. Yep, it's Chinnaswamy. Oh, but tough luck for the cricket fans right now. Everyone else for that matter. Nothing is going on. So let's do who said it. Oh, this one is an easy one. Ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country. Answers. Already? Do we have answers? Ah, okay. It's not Bob Kennedy, it's JFK. Yeah. Oh, Kennedy is not a good enough answer. You'll have to give me the first name too. So many Kennedys. Okay, JFK. Many people have got right. JFK it is. So, are we short of time? Can we continue with a few more questions? Smita?
I think a couple of more questions we can.
Okay. Let's do another Netflix. Netflix it is. Oh, okay. Bit of a difficult one. First self-commissioned original content series was. Do we have answers? Oh my God. Anand has given the whole name. John Fitzgerald Kennedy. This one. Netflix's first self-commissioned original content series was. Do we have answers?
Have the answer.
Patriot Act. Crown. Was it Crown? I think it wasn't Crown. Oh yeah, Komal. Komal is a champ. Narcos, not Narcos.
This was from Sumali Nagarajan. I think she was the first one. Or was it House of Cards?
It was House of Cards. So those of you who've given House of Cards, good job. Okay, last question. Let's do it for 500. Let's do Harry Potter. Who is Scabbers the Rat? Who plays Scabbers the Rat? Do we have answers? I know Smita is a fan. Smita, come on. Do we have answers? Oh yeah, okay. We already have answers. Ron Spett, Timothy Spall. No. Oh, Peter Pettigrew. Yeah, right. Peter. Smita is right. Komal is right. Akshata is right. And who else? Sandhya is right. Lipsa is right. Lots of you are right. It is Peter Pettigrew. Okay, so I think for this session, for this icebreaker, although I don't have a prize for you, but Komal, I think you won the whole thing, and round of applause from my side. And I'm putting this link for you all to use. You can copy and paste it in your browser, but don't go away, come back. And you can edit it from the menu. You can change the questions and you can change the answers. Okay, Prince is asking if it will be running till 6:30. It's running till 6 to 7. Okay. So let's transition. Let's move ahead. Thank you for a very, very interesting fun-filled round of the icebreaker, and you guys are champs, trivia champs. So did we start well? Can I have a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you didn't enjoy the session? In the chat window, can I see some thumbs up? Okay, great. So this is one way in which you all can have a great start, interactive start to your VILTs, okay? Let's see what happens next. The next thing that you can do in your sessions is you can hold polls. Now, polls for what, you might ask? If you have a content that lends itself well to a poll, you can think of any topic. For this session, I have a poll for you guys, and I'm going to paste link. It's a freely available tool, and it's called surveymaker.com. I'm going to paste the link in the chat box, and you all can just copy paste that link into your browser if it doesn't open like a hyperlink, and select your options.
Ankita, if you can just explain how to go to the browser, I think, because people are having that question.
Oh, okay. So the browser could be your Chrome or Internet Explorer, or even Edge if you have it, Microsoft.
Firefox, Internet Explorer, whatever you're using.
Yeah, you might have a Chrome where you go and check your mail. So just copy this and paste it into your browser window, and it will open up. So it will look something like this. Which video conferencing app do you prefer? I know we all are using Zoom. I have used WebEx. I have also used GoToMeetings, and Skype almost everyone has used. Which ones have you used? Click one and select vote. Select one and click on vote. Can you all do that now? If you face any trouble, let me know. Can't select? Okay, you don't click on my screen. This is me sharing my screen. I have posted the link in the chat window. I'm posting it again.
You can copy the link, post it in your browser, Google Chrome, and then click on it. It will take you to the, the sheet immediately, and there you can click on the option. I just did it now, yeah.
Okay, let's see the results. Okay, most of you are saying Zoom, someone has said Skype, a couple of you have selected Hangouts, no one has selected GoToMeetings. GoToMeetings is not bad actually, it's good. Okay. So we have a huge number favoring Zoom, 75% are favoring Zoom. Okay, you don't think Zoom is unsafe? Suddenly it has come to the light that it is not considered encrypted and not very safe. I don't know. It could turn out that way, but it has enough functionality to make it secure, I think. And it's great to have even at almost nil cost. Oh my God, okay. Right. We have the poll overwhelmingly in favor of Zoom. So this is a way you can have a poll and you can interact with your people, with your learners. Okay. If you have any questions, you please go ahead and put it in the chat box and we might come back later and answer it. Right now, this is the second one. Okay. We covered the icebreaker. We have covered the second one, the second way of making more interactive sessions, which is the poll. Now, third one.
So you can keep typing in the questions, and once we are done, we will get back to you and Ankita will answer your questions. So we see some questions coming. Okay.
Okay, so the third one that we do is we do chats. Now you will say chat is that an interactivity tool? And I'll request you all to go back to the chat window for this session and see so much chatting we have done there. And one thing that I would like to point out at this moment is the one common mistake that people do when they're having sessions, virtual sessions, virtual training sessions, is that they want to monitor the chat. They want to moderate the chat, so to speak. So don't do that. It's not a great idea. It's people having a good time, people sharing their knowledge. People might have questions and some of them might have the answers to those questions. So if they are answering those questions, people are chatting amongst themselves, it's a good thing. It's a good to have, not a bad to have. So don't moderate the sessions, the chat sessions, and try to chat as much as possible with your trainees. If possible, use their first names, try to gauge the mood, try to invite feedback, try to make it fun. Okay, so if you're with me, you please type "way to go Ankita" in the chat box. And if you're not with me, just type "I'm thinking about my big basket order." Ah, way to go. I get a lot of way to go. Okay. No one thinking about big basket order. Okay, someone mentioned something about advantage of Skype over Zoom. Was it? Did I miss that? Zoom and Skype. The short answer is probably Zoom is better. We don't have a documented comparison saying that, okay, Zoom is better than Skype. I prefer Zoom because it has the option of over 100 participants, about 100 participants in one go. Skype does not do that. Apart from that, it has a lot of options which we'll cover going ahead in the session. Okay, so it depends. We have WebEx, which is another great tool. We have something that goes along with your LMS, which is called Big Blue Button. So that is considered more secure. So it depends on what your needs are. Supposing you just want to chat, you could do it on Skype and there's no other better option. If you want to collaborate, if you want to have a training session, perhaps Zoom is your go-to option. Now, if you want something for your LMS, Big Blue Button is your option. Okay, so chat, gauge the mood, invite feedback, make it fun. So this is, we are 3 down, 2 to go. Okay, whiteboarding. Okay, let me walk you through this option. It's called whiteboard. What is whiteboard? We all know that, right? When you hold your classroom sessions, you have that white board and you use your marker pens and you write on it. Now, how do we do that in the virtual sessions? So we have an option in Zoom. We also have this option in WebEx and GoToMeeting. So you might explore which you want to go with, but we have whiteboard in Zoom and it's available in the free version. Okay, so I'll just I'll ask you all to suggest me topics for brainstorming. Let's brainstorm, let's collaborate, let's get the gray matter going. Let's select topic and we'll brainstorm it on the whiteboard. Can we do that? In your chat boxes, can you suggest topics for brainstorming? Smita, pick a topic, no? Work from home, okay. After lockdown, lockdown duration. Okay. Nothing training related, L&D related. The new normal. Oh, wow. That's a wonderful topic. Post lockdown, different ways to make tea. Someone who doesn't know. Okay. That's, okay. That's a message to me. I'll help you with that, Roshan. What is the future of training? MOOCs. Okay. What is the future of training? Quarantine activities. Future is video making. Okay. Online learning. Future of training intervention. I think this is getting a lot of space. Future of training interventions is a topic that I like. So let's pick this, future of training interventions. So you saw what we did, right? We selected new share, and stop me whenever you lag behind or you don't understand or you want me to repeat something. Just new share, and you'll see the whiteboard over here, and you share. Okay. This is open. Now there are a lot of options. I'll just select the text option and I'll write it.
Can you please go back and do it again? Somebody is asking. Apita is asking, can you go back?
Okay, I'll do it. You have to, I am already sharing my screen. So this comes as a new share. Okay, a new share. It will come as whiteboard and you hit share. That's it. All right. And I'll just click on show names of annotators so that I know who's writing. Right? Don't make a lot of fuss on the whiteboard. Let's keep it very well organized. Let's keep it clean and helpful for everyone. So the topic is future of training interventions. Right? That's the topic. Now, the ones who have something to say, please start from the left, keep going down in an orderly fashion. On your screens, you will be seeing something like annotate. Do you see annotate? You see annotate. If you click on annotate, this small little rectangle with a lot of options, it will become visible on your screen.
It's right on top under view options. If you click on view options, you will see it.
Okay, someone wrote micro learning. Okay, that's a good one. Can we stop with the doodling, guys? Micro learning is good. This one was written by more virtual. Okay. You can select text. You can select text, Mamta. You're drawing, which is okay, but you can just select text and it will be much more easier for you. Flipped is a very good idea. More of virtual. Yes, I agree. Okay, this one I'm not too sure what is written. Can you please move a little down and then write it? Someone wrote, got it. That's very nice. Okay. Okay. Those of you who are still having trouble writing, can you just say something in the chat box? Let me know if you have not been able to do something on that. Cannot find the option view. Okay. Smita, can you just guide them once again?
So you have to go to the top of your screen, click on, and you can see you're sharing you're viewing Ankita's screen. You can see that, right? Next to that, you will see view options. Okay, if you click on the arrow mark that is moving down on view options, you will see annotate. If you click on annotate, you will see mouse, text, draw, stamp, arrow, etc. So choose whichever one you want, and then from there you can write on the whiteboard. It's very simple.
Karthik saying, I'm not able to write. In view options, go to annotate. Snigdha has been very helpful in the chat box. Guys, see view options and then go to annotate. The options will be coming. If
options and choose. annotate.
Okay, blended learning, openness to virtual learning, wonderful. Maximum impact in short, wonderful, Ankita and Smita, oh, thank you so much. Self-learning, customized training, okay, wonderful. Make it interactive, micro-learning, okay, great. Courses. Okay, if you guys are on your phones, it might not work.
Yeah, phone might not work. It's always better on the laptop. That's true.
So it may not work as seamlessly on your mobile. So if you guys are on your mobiles, you can just try it later on. Don't worry. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll save this because this is so much pressure.
Can you just answer the question by Radhika here, saying is there any way to restrict audience interference in this annotation?
You guys can do a little bit of monitoring. Okay. Not a lot. So
Radhika?
if you can see my screen, there are these options, right? You can just disable participants annotation. Okay. So that much you can do. But the idea is to have people to interact. So the idea is, the way you discipline your, you have a little bit of discipline in your classrooms. How do you do that? You lay out a certain set of rules, right? And if you know these people, that much the better. Plus, if they're paying for it, then I'm sure they'll be more inclined towards learning about what you're going to teach rather than creating any hassles. So this is whiteboarding. Okay. Now I've saved this. You can save it on your systems also, I'm sure. You just save it. And I'm going to stop sharing now. Okay. Just hold on. I'll just close this. Okay. Okay, so we did a little bit of whiteboarding. Okay. Now we have done 4. Now we are at the fag end of the session, and I have just a little bit more that I want to tell you, and then we'll do a little bit more of chatting, and we'll get to answering the questions. Now, what do you do at the end of your training? When you are finishing your training, what do you do then? Final touch up. Okay. Feedback. Where is feedback? How do you do feedback? Do you have a question answer session? Do you give them a form to fill? Forms, right? Evaluations, forms, links. Okay. Feedback and applause. Okay, wonderful. Okay, I have reactions icon on the screen and laptop, but not typing thumbs up. Okay, we'll get to that. We'll get to that in a bit. So we do this for almost all the sessions. We have surveys or questionnaires that have to be filled by everyone, right? So I have a survey for you that I would like all of you to fill, but not right now. I'm going to paste the link in the chat window, and you all can paste it in your respective browsers, fill it up later on after the session is over, and hit on submit, right? You see? Now this is another free tool. All of these tools are free, including the icebreaker that we did initially, including the survey, including the poll. These are all free. Okay, we'll get to the PPT in a bit. There's nothing on the PPT, not much to see, few words. Okay, so I want you all to paste this in your browser, because once we close the meeting, you might not be able to come back to it. So just copy and paste this link in your browser windows, and at a later time after the session is over, please come back and fill the form and hit on submit. Yeah. Okay, so we covered 5 of them. We did an icebreaker, we did polls, chat, whiteboard, and we did survey. Now, tell me which one will you use after the session is over, the first one. Don't tell me questionnaire because obviously I've asked you to fill it up. So which one will be the first that you will use in your sessions? Poll, okay, icebreaker, poll. Okay, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Whiteboard, right. Whiteboarding. Whiteboard is great, isn't it? You get so much participation with the whiteboard, and you can do a lot of things. You can even when you're designing something, it is very useful. Okay, wonderful. Chats. Chat is great. Chat is great, isn't it? If you chat and do nothing else, I think that is enough. Even if you just chat and do nothing else, don't do icebreaker, don't do whiteboard, don't do the poll, don't do the survey. Even if you just chat nicely with the participants, that's enough for having a great interactive session. Right. Whiteboard is handled by the host, right? Yes. Chat is normal, no value adds there. Oh, okay. Point taken. But one thing which we have not realized about chat, and that is with my chat with so many more trainers, is that it is underutilized, which is one reason why I have covered this in this PPT, in this presentation. Right. So all of this is nothing new. We use all of this. We have used all of this in our ILTs. Just that because now we are transitioning from ILT to VILT, we have not, some of us, we have not yet made the transition of using all of those and integrating all of these into our VILTs. That's why the session, and my purpose is to show you that it can be done very easily, and makes for great interactions, makes for a lot of engagement from your participants. Okay. Audience to type short chat while I call for action. Okay, so I can summarize for you, Ramana. We have very quickly done a short icebreaker, and I've posted the link in the chat. If you want, I can post it again. Okay, I'm going to stop the share now. I'm going to stop the screen share, and I'm going to use the chat window now.
Because there are a lot of questions.
Yes, I can see that, Smita. Let's go get on with the questions now. I'm posting the icebreaker once again, and someone asked me, what did you do initially in the session? I missed it. So this is what we did. You can use this to edit and create your own icebreaker, or you can use it as it is. Okay, how to go for setting the teams? Okay, the free version doesn't allow it to me. You'll have to go for the paid version. And Zoom, if we're talking about Zoom, it has a lot of help features. You can just YouTube it. Step-by-step guide is available. Okay. Questions now. Please post a link for the icebreaker. How do we do some activity on Zoom? Okay. What did we did activities for almost all in almost all the slides. I don't know what you were talking about when you say activity, Shankarlal. Can you be a bit more specific? Physical activity. Okay. Physical activity is a challenge. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys see me? I think I lost you a bit. Okay. So how do we do physical activities in our VILT? Now, do we want, before we answer the question about how do we do, can we answer the question, should we do a physical activity on VILT? I think that when you are online, the time goes differently vis-a-vis when we are in a face-to-face ILT session. Time goes differently when you're online. A 1 hour session in a classroom is different from a 1 hour session of e-learning or web learning or a webinar. So we try to put a lot of content in a very short period of time because people get bored. You will not even watch Netflix for over an hour in one sitting. So a little bit challenging, and I don't think very necessary to have a lot of physical exercises, physical activities there. But yes, of course, if you can be creative with it, we have a suggestion over there. Someone mentioned mindfulness. We can do that. Mindfulness is a good way to go. Any other suggestions, guys? Physical activities?
Yeah. Using breakout rooms, you can do mind activities.
Okay. Breakout rooms, again, it's a paid version. If one has, you can do breakout rooms. Okay.
Music is a good answer.
Music is a good one. Music, claps. Okay, yeah. Yeah, you can get creative with it. You can do a bit of yoga. We did a laughter yoga session, if I'm not mistaken, some time back. One of the people did, one of the trainers did. So yeah, you can get creative with it. Shilpi, again, breakout rooms is in the paid version. So we'll do another session for it once we get the paid version and we can have more people on it. Puzzles, again, yes, puzzles is a great way. It's the key for an amazing session. Yes, yes, I agree. Questions, guys? Any other questions?
There were many questions if you move up, how to learn about whiteboard, want to learn more about whiteboard, how to go about it.
Okay. So we did whiteboarding. I think they might have missed it.
So to learn more about it, is it, other than practice, is there anything else that we can do, Ankita?
Okay. So what you can do is, if you want to try it out, and this is what do you say, jugaad, bit of jugaad. I'm sure you're aware of the concept. So get your friend to open a Zoom session. You can just start the meeting. And yes, whiteboard can be saved with machine. So have another person with you on the same Zoom call. You can try it out, the whiteboarding part of it. That's the best way, because we did that in the session. We did that. We had a lot of interaction, a lot of people coming in and typing on the whiteboard, drawing on the whiteboard. But if you have not been able to do it, ask a friend to pitch in for you. You need 2 laptops. That's it. Yeah, thank you, Lata.
Once you leave, is it possible to save messages and see them once you leave the Zoom room?
Is it possible to what?
What I save now, is it available with Zoom always? Is a question.
Your whiteboard, yes. Your whiteboard, if you save it.
Whiteboard, generally speaking, I think the question. Chat box or anything that you save, is it available?
I don't know. You might grab the screen, you might just click on this, print screen, and you can save it as an image, but I don't think you can save the chat.
Does do the audio and video, voice and video go on mute when the whiteboard is on?
No.
No.
No. They're all on. Okay, Shilpi has an answer. We can save the chat in the paid version.
This you've already answered. Is there any way to restrict audience interference in whiteboard?
Yes, there is. We did it when we were having the session, and there is an option where you can stop people from annotating on your whiteboard, and you can control the whiteboard basically. So what you can do is you can just ask them to send you messages, and you can type on the whiteboard. That you can do. Thanks, Prachla. Thank you. Okay. Recording chats are all recorded in a Word file. Okay. 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 Anil is saying yes, you can save the chat. On such a platform, do you need one facilitator and one moderator? Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. That's the short answer. You can do it on your own. I'm facing a break in the meeting after 30 minutes, but starting immediately. A new meeting. How did you manage to continue without breaking for more than 30 minutes? Shilpi, you might have an answer for that. How did we continue after 30 minutes were over? Are we doing it on the paid version?
Okay. There's a question from Apita. She's saying, can we have the encrypted video on PPT and will it play?
What does she want? She wants the PPT.
We have a video on PPT and will we be able to play it on Zoom here? If you have a video, can you play a video?
Can I play a video?
Yeah.
Sure.
No, not. Is it possible to play a video on Zoom? Is the question. If you have it in your PPT. That's from Apita.
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
The only thing that is of relevance here is your internet speed. So,
I just want to share that this is a paid version of Zoom. So that is why we are continuing more than an hour. So please, it's a paid version. All right?
It's a paid version.
Otherwise, after 40 minutes, it usually shuts down.
It shuts down, correct.
What is the ideal number of participants? The smaller the better, I would say. 15 to 20. Because, you know, the idea is to have interactivity, and what better interactivity than a video? And right now, all of you are, most of you are not on your videos. That is also to do with the internet speed, because if you have everybody on video, then your internet speed suffers and your video quality suffers, which is the reason why almost all of you are not on your
somebody has a question. JA has a question here. View transcript. Could you talk on this? Could you talk on transcript?
Transcript.
Yeah.
View transcript.
Yeah.
I couldn't understand your question. View transcript?
So JA, I don't know who JA is. Can you please unmute yourself and ask the question directly to Ankita? JA, that's what I can see.
Thanks, Snigdha. You're very kind. For technical and soft skills, yeah, Ms. Wilson, yes, it would be around 15 to 20. If you have more,
I don't see JA talking. There's another question by Apita. Any particular advantage of GoToMeeting over Zoom?
GoToMeeting over Zoom? I don't know. I'll have to check and I'll have to get back to you on that one. I like GoToMeeting. I've used it and it's nice, you know. It's very smooth. The UI is very smooth.
Okay. So this question, JA, was from Juhi. Okay. Urvi, can you please unmute Juhi? She's not able to unmute herself and I'm not able to see her.
What happened to my question?
So,
what happened? There is a thumbs up issue. There is a thumbs up issue. Is there a thumbs up issue? Can't we type something?
Do you have a good video on Zoom learning to share? Any suggestions, Ankita?
Zoom has a great resource library. You can YouTube it, I'm telling you once again, and you'll get everything that you want. And still, the best way would be to have a friend over and have 2 laptops if you want to practice beforehand. And it's always a good idea before.
No, what Sharmi probably means to ask is, can you suggest some good video on Zoom learning, which they can go and see, I guess. And there's Arvind has answered Apita's question to an extent, saying video sharing takes time in GoToMeeting, but on Zoom it's faster. So probably Apita, that could help you.
Okay, what I understand by the question about Zoom learning video is a video where you have training over Zoom. Is that correct? Is my understanding correct? Or you just want how to use Zoom? If you want just how to
website, so probably, you know, they show the features of how to use Zoom and all those things, probably that would help us.
How to use Zoom, right? So just go on to the Zoom website, zoom.us, and you'll get all the resources that you'll ever need. Okay. Any other questions? View transcript on more. Could you throw? I did not understand this, Jui. I don't understand the question.
I'm not able to unmute her. Okay, I've unmuted everybody. So, Julie, can you ask your question, please?
Hi, this is Juhi. When I press more on my phone, I can see a few options. One of them says view full transcript. So I just wanted to know something on that. It says raise your hand. It says hide my video, hide non-video participants, disconnect audio. One of them is view full transcript.
Okay, so the thing is that my PPT has some slide notes.
Right. Right.
So that's the transcript, and you can see what goes into the slide notes. If you click on that, you might be able to see which slide has.
It comes when I click on it. It comes live transcript will be presented here, but it's just blank. Other than this,
maybe because I've stopped sharing. You know, if I start sharing, again, you might be able to see that.
Okay, but the transcript means, are you talking about the PPT?
It is the slide notes.
Okay.
Thank
you. Okay,
thank
two
you.
participants.
Thank you, Smita.
Okay, thank you, Joey. Two people have raised their hands. All the participants, unmute them. No, let's hear what the questions are. Just a couple of minutes more.
So, how can you hear me? To understand that.
I couldn't hear you. Can you repeat that?
Rita, my question is that on the laptop, on the screen, I can see the reactions icon. And when I click on it, I can see a thumbs up and a clapping icon. But when I click on the thumbs up or the clapping icon, then the thumbs up does not appear on the in the text box. So how are people on the laptops managing to do the thumbs up? Because I believe there is a thumbs up feature, but I cannot find it.
Yeah, no, what is happening is when I click on the thumbs up, it goes on my little bit of video that appears at the top, and it's showing there, showing me.
Just click on it, it comes.
Yeah. If you click on it, it will show next to your photo. I can see you, Somali. I can see your pic. It might come right next to your photo. Can you try that? Yeah, it's coming now. So what I can do with it is, if I ask the participants, are you with me so far? So they can just do that. I know who is with me.
When I clicked on it, it's not appearing in front of my profile picture. Not.
It is. I can see that. I could see it. It might not be visible to you, but I could see it.
So how are people typing it in the text box, you know, in the chat box?
Okay, that's the question. How are people typing in the chat box? How are you typing in the chat box, people?
That's in the keyboard. That's in the keyboard. The emojis in the keyboard. Normal emojis in the keyboard. You can type it.
We have emojis in the keyboard? Okay, we have keyboard emojis. People have keyboard emojis.
I don't have keyboard emojis, so that means only some laptops come with keyboard emojis?
No, I'm using a cell phone and I was able to send a thumbs up now.
No, not from the cell phone. I'm asking from the laptop.
You need to download emojis from Google, and then you can use it on your laptop as well.
Yes, you have to download it. True. Okay. Apita, I'm sorry, Ankita, we've come to the end of the session. So it's 7 o'clock. So I think, ending it. In case anybody else has any last question, we can address that.
The last question, couple of questions I'm very quickly taking. Transcript have been visible for me when I was sharing the PPT, but now I've stopped sharing the presentation. So how to share music? Get the music in your PPT. That's one. You can download PPT music from YouTube. YouTube has a huge library of royalty-free, copyright-free music that you can download and use. So there's that. Last couple of questions done. Is that it, Shweta, from my side? Should I sign off? So thank you so much, guys, for being such sports in the chat window. I loved having this session. And if you want to connect with me, you can. And you can give me a call, or you can connect with me on my website. Those are the coordinates. I hope to hear more from you. I will definitely look forward to your feedback. Okay?
Thanks, Ankita. Thanks, everyone. Thank you. See you all tomorrow. Bye.
It was a good session, Ankita. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ankita.
So, Ankita, just before you leave, can you just type in your website or something? You said people can connect with you, no? So somebody is asking for your website. How do people connect with you?
Okay. I'll put in my mail ID, I think.
The chat box, please.
That's my email ID, okay?
Thanks, Ankita. Bye, everyone.